Check out my birthday glass. It's as big as my head.
Hot as summer last night. I give you no play. Could I make it shy last night? Could I make it shy on the last night?
His name looks like it was Jai.
Yeah, I know, seriously.
It probably was.
Oh.
For the blood of young children.
This is the Chateau Saint Michel from down the street.
I love Chateau Saint Michel. We have that. We sell it at Razzie's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we love that winery.
Yeah, I know, it's good.
Yeah.
You know what kind of tea are you drinking?
Oh, I don't know. Preston made it for me. I've just felt weird the past like cough, sore throat kind of thing.
Do you talk to the doctor?
Yeah, I don't have a fever. I don't have a fever and I can breathe. Like, I just have like a weird like.
I'm sorry, Gina.
It's okay. Hopefully it just won't turn into anything.
I know. I'm worried.
I feel like it's all the same thing. It's probably COVID, right?
I mean, probably. I feel like, yeah, I feel like we all have COVID. Bye, Luane. Where are you going?
Sorry. I switched places.
Oh, okay.
Cheers.
Did you guys see the thing where it beautifies you on here?
Oh, no.
There's a beauty mode. I'm looking for it. I can't find it. I found it earlier. Who can find it first? Beauty mode.
I'm already on beauty mode.
I think you are. I was looking at Gina and you. Luane, you look like you're on it too. You guys are like so smoothed out. Oh, touch up my appearance. Oh, did you see that?
No, I didn't see
wow.
Did you see? Okay, you have to go into. Wait, do you guys see Kaveh?
Yeah.
You're adorable. And then I love you too.
You can spend time with your friends.
Thank you. And then Kaveh made me this cake.
Oh my gosh, it looks so yummy.
Right? It's gluten-free and kind of like keto.
I love you.
Kind of keto. It was like coconut sugar and stevia.
Love you, Mom.
It's actually really good. I love you too, honey. Good night.
Have a fun night.
Thank you. Okay. So, I'm gonna have to plug stuff in after a while, but how are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah?
That's good. You'll have to come over when the quarantine's up and you guys can hang out.
I know.
We can have a fire and
It's like another month,
by the
though.
fire pit and drink.
I know, but it's like I think it's gonna be another month, right?
At least, right?
Probably more.
Yeah. You guys, this is our new life.
I know.
Kind of. I love it. Like, I kind of love it. Like, we didn't have to drive. We just, like, get to hang out and, like, we can show up however we want. Like Gina.
Well, like, don't you feel like all the podcasts I'm listening to, like the new age ones, are like, they've been talking about this for the past year, that we're entering 5D consciousness.
They're entering what?
We're going from 3D to 5D.
5D, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a higher level of vibration, like the whole earth is being raised to a higher level of vibration.
Yeah.
And like something big was going to happen. And so then this thing happens. And then it's like they're talking about how we're all going through it at the same time. Like, you know, if like the whole conflict in Syria, like we're not as affected.
Right.
Some of us are who are empaths, but like, you know, unless you're in the middle of the conflict, you can kind of zone out. But because we're all going through this, like the whole earth is going through this at the same time, we're all like kind of beating to the same tempo.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's somehow like anything that's like negative or bad in our lives, it's like a rebirth. Like this is supposed to be a rebirth for all of us. It's a chance like to be in your safe haven in your home, which is like a mother's womb. And like, it's a chance to recreate. It's like we can come out the same, but what God or the, you know, source power, God, whatever you want to call it, wants us to do is to transform during this time and to sit with ourselves. And it's about like recreating who you are and like figuring out what you want from your life and like coming out the other side at a higher level of consciousness.
I think it's interesting, the 5D thing with the 5G thing happening simultaneously.
Oh, and like 5G is so bad.
Yeah.
They're saying it even like affects animals and stuff.
Yeah. No, what do you think, Luane, about 5G?
Scary.
What do we know about 5G? Like, what is it? So it's a new network, right? Comes from China, and it's like affecting people's health and their breathing.
Cellular level.
On a cellular level, yeah. Like, I know there's one in California and in Los Angeles because, you know, I've been thinking.
There's one here. I mean, my network says 5G.
Really?
If you look at your phone, does it say LTE or 5G? Mine says 5G when I'm not on my home Wi-Fi.
Horizon.
Mine probably says Verizon too. There is nothing else. It's just Verizon. Your mug is so funny.
It's so me, though. It's so me.
But it kind of looks like a tongue. When you put it up to your mouth, it looks like you're just sticking out your tongue.
It does. A little bit. One creepy tongue. It does.
Yeah.
You know how desperate I was last night? Like, I DM'd my hairstylist, my hair lady.
Yeah.
Right here in Sorella. Like, I really miss you.
Like, could you come over? I have asked my hairstylist. I thought I was like really politically correct about it. Like, would you come over do my hair? And she didn't write back. So now I was just left hanging.
Oh.
She didn't write back?
She didn't write back, no. And she watches all my stories and she's like pretty interactive. But when I ask her that, she just like ghosted me.
She was like, that was a no.
That was a hard no. But she still watches all my stories, and now I don't want to watch her stories anymore because I'm mad.
Especially since you said you had COVID.
I'm like, I'll wear a mask and gloves. Like, what's the problem? She's young. Anyway, if this goes, if we broadcast this, any local hairstylists, I'm open. My schedule is free. I am going to do a post about that soon, like all the ways that we can do our hair. But I saw Shay Marie. Do you guys follow Peace Love Shay? Like Shay Marie, what is her last name? No? You're kidding.
Oh,
she's so beautiful. Like and she's like so talented.
what is it?
Shay Marie, SheaMarie.
Oh, Shay Marie.
Yeah, I can't believe you guys don't follow her. She seems to have no problem keeping her hair completely blonde, including her roots, and she's out like on this island stranded. And so then I was like, well, maybe the sun is bleaching her hair, or like maybe she has naturally blonde hair, which is hard to believe because it's so blonde. It's just like definitely a salon blonde hair. And then she posted her latest photo. If you look at her very last photo, and you can see her roots. Mm-hmm. And there was something
She's like 10 pounds. She looks like a 12-year-old.
I know.
She's the biggest thigh gap known to man.
I know. The thigh gap. Seriously. I saw it too. I was like, that thigh gap. Dang.
We stay at home for you. Please stay at home for us. But then she posts herself, how easy when you're on an island in the Bahamas. Like,
I know.
Yeah, you bitches stay home on my island.
Well, but I know. But she did address it because she said, like, it's hard for her to be on that island too because she doesn't know, like, if it hits the island, there's no medical care. There's not even, like, a hospital nearby.
That's
Like,
probably life flighted out on her insurance.
well, she got married. I think she got married. And then immediately this happened, like right after she got married. So now she's with her husband 24/7 on this island. And that would be scary too. To be honest, it would be scary to be on an island right now and think if COVID hit and there was no medical assistance at all and you're not even in your own country.
Yeah, but as soon as you get sick, you'd fly home. You get a med vac or something out of there.
You're probably right. She made it sound like really hard. That's probably true.
3 million followers, you know.
Yeah. If she gets sick, she just takes another flight. She'll take her private jet, just sitting on the beach next to them.
Seriously.
Well, anyway, what I loved is her hairline. You can see her roots, and something about that just made me feel like I think it's kind of cool to have long roots right now because it just shows like you're one of us. Like you're one, like we're all in the same boat. You know what I mean? We've all got long roots. I don't know. I kind of like, after seeing that picture, I kind of felt proud that I didn't, have like a professional hairstylist on call that I could just style up and come over.
Hair just doesn't grow.
Just stop your hair from growing. But Luane, you don't have grow out. Is your hair naturally blonde?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
But it's dirty blonde. So
it's really pretty.
My hair is super dark right now.
Yeah, yours is. And I think it's good you didn't go blonde, Gina, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, seriously, it would have been a bad time to go blonde.
Well, I'm blonde. Sort of. It's really coming through.
It doesn't look bad, Shannon.
Oh, really? I've thought about getting a kit and just going back natural, but then like it takes so long to go back to blonde. I just don't.
I like the blonde on you.
I do too.
It's like iconic.
Oh, I love that word. I mean, when I'm brown haired, I just look like a soccer mom. It's like not my thing.
Like how I look every day unless I get ready.
There's some, but you have.
Seriously, I miss like getting dressed up and looking cute and going out. Yeah. That's what I miss the most.
I miss my eyebrows being done.
Oh yeah, your eyelashes or eyebrows?
My eyebrows.
Yeah.
I don't get my eyebrows done. I wish I did, but
no. I'm so glad, you guys. We would have like just 1 or 2 eyelashes hanging by a thread.
I'm
so
glad
gross
I
right
don't
now.
do that.
I know. I felt so bad for everyone I follow on Instagram watching their eyelashes fall out one at a time. There's like 3 left and they're like, yeah, I'm just glad like I decided to do a lash serum instead and I still have a lot of that left. So,
and with this touch-up thing, like you don't even need Botox. It's like Snapchat, like you can just touch your face in Snapchat and put like all sorts of filters. Like you don't even have to put makeup on if you use Snapchat. Like, puts makeup on for you.
This is legit what we really look like now. Whatever our filter shows us. This table's really squeaky. I hope we can hear ourselves over the squeaking of this table. I need to like not lean against it.
I don't hear anything.
I know, but I'm recording our conversation on my phone just in case something happens with the audio here, and I feel like my phone's gonna pick up. See? Do you hear that?
She almost knocked the whole table over. You're such a brute.
Do you hear it?
Yeah, exactly.
You guys, you need one of these glasses. I think I'm going to ship them out to you. This is a Fred Meyer's $3 clearance glass.
You put yourself at risk for the $3 glass.
To go to Fred Meyer? No, I was like, Kaveh, this is the danger zone. We're not in Whole Foods anymore. We're at freaking Fred Meyer.
Fred Meyer today.
You went there today?
I told Preston, I'm not getting out of the car. You have to go somewhere else. Look at someone there has COVID, and we hadn't. And then he's like, "Oh, okay, maybe you're right. We'll go to PCC." So we went to PCC, and there were not that many people there.
Seriously, I mean that's a privilege, but
Easter. Like the Easter Bunny is coming for Bronwyn tomorrow, and I need Easter dinner. Are you guys doing Easter Bunny?
No.
The Easter Bunny comes to the little kids' houses.
I don't think I ever did that.
No, I did. The Easter Bunny does.
I did Santa Claus.
The Easter Bunny sent my kids a message this morning.
Stop it.
Yes, I will show you right now. It's a picture.
You guys, I've never had a relationship with the Easter Bunny.
You must be really bad.
I need in on this. Well, I got Santa presents. I missed out on the Easter Bunny. Where is he? Is it a boy?
Easter Bunny. That's my one trick to get the kids to bed on time.
It's got this little.
No way.
Happy Easter, Nate and Maya. Enjoy your baskets. I'll visit next year after the coronas are gone. Got a social distance.
Okay, you guys are so much more special than I am. Hiding my own eggs was never that fun. So you're healthy, Luane? You feel better?
I do. I did my bike today.
Oh, good.
I have a Peloton. So I did my Peloton and then it's not outside.
Yeah.
Don't get confused. And I was coughing the whole time. I was crying, but I got tested.
Or you get it retested because they said it was negative, but it could have been a false negative.
It could have been false, but I'm not going back in there. Oh my God, it was so funny. I was texting my husband the whole time I was in there, because they set it up as a respiratory clinic.
Yeah.
So they only saw people with respiratory symptoms, which I hit them all.
So you're just surrounded by COVID though.
Correct. And it's like, it wasn't like a drive-in. Like, I was expecting a drive-in. They're like, oh yeah, when you go, like, just go there and like they'll come out to your car, whatever. Bullshit. Like, it was, I was like calling because they're supposed to call.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm calling and nobody's answering. And then I see a nurse come out and I'm like, hey, I've been calling for like, I don't know, the past 10 minutes and nobody's answering. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll get somebody for you. So the lady like tells me to get out of my car. I go and I like stand like maybe 5 feet away from the nurse.
Yeah.
And I'm like telling her like all of my symptoms. She asked me a bunch of questions, like what my temperature is, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, you can go wait in your car and we'll call you when we're ready for you to come in. So they call me. They like hand me a mask. As I'm walking in the door, I end up putting the stupid thing on upside down because
me too.
Throwing it at me. Yeah. And then I go in and then like there's this lady that's literally in a hazmat suit, like talking to me, doing my intake list, like taking my oxygen.
That
like,
is so scary.
It was so scary. I had like 3 people come in and take like, you know, vitals, whatever, listen to me. Then the actual PA, she was a PA, not a doctor, but she was a PA. She actually like listened to my lungs and like talked to me, whatever. And she's like, we're going to swab you for flu. And then if flu comes back negative, then we're going to swab you for COVID. So like, but we do the swabs for COVID in a different room. Yeah. So they swabbed me for flu. I'm sitting in the room for 10 minutes, like waiting for my flu results. And I was like, I didn't want to be in there. I felt like I was breathing COVID in.
You're just, inhaling it.
Yeah. And my husband's like, just run out. And when he said
just make a run for it.
Yeah. 2 minutes later, like I overheard the nurses because the nurses were talking about a bunch of stuff like, oh yeah, we only have 150 tests today. And this was like at 8 a.m. And they're like, but Swedish Issaquah, which is where I literally live next to them, like they're already out of tests for the whole day. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm listening to all of this talk and this chatter and it's making me like even more nervous. Then I hear them say, hey, where's the patient in room 3? Oh, I saw her run. She ran out. And I'm thinking, that bitch is fucking smart. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to bolt. Like, it was just not, like, it didn't feel safe. Like, it was just
that sounds like a nightmare. That is like a nightmare.
It was. It's nothing that I want to put myself through again. Like, no. I'm like, okay, I have a negative result. Like, honestly, by this time, like, it's been almost 4 weeks. Like, my husband, my kids, everybody I feel like would have it because I didn't really distance from my family. Mm-hmm. So I don't think
Kaveh never got it. I mean, most kids will never get it. They carry it, but they don't get any symptoms.
My husband was saying, he's like, what if our kids are asymptomatic?
Yeah. I think most kids are. Like, I think 99.9% of all kids are asymptomatic. They don't get it.
Yeah. Lucky them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
I honestly believe this might have been designed to kill off the elderly. Like, it really sucks to say that, but I really, like, have you seen, like, all my posts on kind of the theories going around? And then my husband just told me tonight that there's a new virus coming out of Wuhan that's like, it's like COVID 2.0.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the second, you heard it too? Oh. Yeah, that there's a second version of this virus that's even more lethal.
No way.
Yep.
You heard that?
Amir just said that tonight.
He read it?
He heard it on the news. I don't know what kind of news he listens to.
Wait, so there's another, I'm going to look this up.
Yeah, look it up. No, it's crazy. And
it's nuts.
I've always argued that the Chinese were attacked. I've always thought that this is a virus that was created. It was, the coronavirus has been around forever. We know that. It's on the back of old Lysol cans. So we know it's been around, because Lysol has killed it for the last 50 years. So this is a genetically mutated virus.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was written about in a book in 1981 by Dean Koontz, like he wrote about this virus, and then suddenly it just comes out the same year and in the same exact city he said it was going to come out in.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like he wrote about it. He said there was a virus that will affect your breathing and affect the elderly.
And what about what's her name? The psychic lady wrote about it.
But she didn't write about it. She just copied. Those are just pages out of Dean Koontz book.
She must have known about it.
Yeah. So she used pages from his book and said this will happen in 2020, just as the book said, in 2020 in Wuhan, China, this virus will come out, which means somebody who read the book got the great idea to think we could make this happen. This is doable. And then she knew about it. And then I don't know if you guys knew this. I mean, I told Gina, I don't know, Luane, if you knew, but this woman, Sylvia Brown, who prophesied, she was like a celebrity psychic, and she prophesied that the passages from this book would actually happen as they are told in 2020. And then she died, and her first cause of death was unknown. And then a week later, they said it was a heart failure. That's so weird. Her first autopsy said it was unknown. So it sounds like she knew too much and she was killed off. So she must have known. She must have really known the people who were planning to do it. So why would anybody do this? Is it a terrorist attack? Is it like a government thing? Like, hey, we don't want to pay Medicaid anymore. Let's just get rid of what?
It's biological warfare.
Yeah, at first I thought China was attacked, like it's warfare.
People have died.
How many?
Well, it says here 33,578.
People have died?
Yeah.
Worldwide?
From the second coronavirus?
No.
From this one.
From the first.
Only 33?
No, in the U.S.
Oh, just in the U.S. But how old were they? There was
I know people in New York who are getting sick. Well, my sister's friend died at 30.
At age 30?
Yeah.
My cousin had it in Atlanta.
Are you okay?
She is finally on the upswing.
What did she say about it all?
Oh my God, she's she was ready to just croak. What? And nobody would see her.
Wait, how old is she?
She's 32.
32?
32.
Looks like it hits 30-year-olds. You guys better watch out. Does she have any respiratory issues before that?
No, but she smokes a lot of weed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
that's another thing. Did you hear about the Juul? They said specifically, the headlines were saying, if you Juul, this could cause permanent lung damage. They didn't say if you smoke smoke cigarettes or smoke weed. They only said if you Juul, which leads me to a whole nother thing. The whole government thing coming against Juul, I think is really weird. They didn't attack the cigarettes. They just attacked a company that probably was a competitor to whatever company's putting money into our government's pocket.
Probably.
That is so ridiculous. Smoking affects everyone, whether it's,
or what you smoke, you're putting that into your lungs.
You're killing yourself anyway. I don't know. For them to really attack just one specific company and then to hear the headlines coming out with Juul specifically can cause lung damage.
Crazy.
If you get corona, if you smoke Juul and you get corona, you will get permanent lung damage.
No.
What about the people who smoke weed and cigarettes? They're fine.
They're like any other vape,
Yeah.
No,
it's weird. It's just you can't believe anything anymore. Everything is convoluted. Everything is
president and what the president
says. Yeah. So many people love him though. My aunt had a really big problem with our last podcast. No, my aunt didn't like it because we were so anti-Trump. She's like, you need to have other perspectives on your show. And I feel like we had so many different perspectives that it could have only been that one. And I was like, Aunt Janie, I said all billionaires are sexy. Didn't you see that part? Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get on here and bash Trump or anything, but I don't think any politician you can trust. Although, did you see that President Obama actually talked about this pandemic?
They knew it was coming.
They did. If Sylvia Brown, a celebrity psychic, knew it was coming, everybody in power.
Talked about it?
He talked about it. There is a clip of Obama like saying there will come a time in the near future where we could have a pandemic virus that's attacking a bunch of people. We need to be prepared for that. We need to put money into that.
A task force in place that Trump took out in 2018.
As soon as Trump became elected, he got rid of it.
Because he said it was a waste of money.
There may and likely will come a time in which we have both an airborne disease that is deadly. And in order for us to deal with that effectively, we have to put in place an infrastructure, not just here at home, but globally, that allows us to see it quickly, isolate it quickly, respond to it quickly. So that if and when a new strain of flu, like the Spanish flu, crops up 5 years from now or a decade from now, we've made the investment and we're further along to be able to catch it.
I think Trump probably thought, well, then we stop paying Medicaid because they're all dead. And then we get more money for the government.
He got the virus.
I don't think Trump thinks that much, Shannon.
I do. I mean, I think Trump is like what is the word? Definitely like a decoy. I mean, I think Donald Trump is like, he's like the dancing man. He keeps us all entertained. Like either we love him or we hate him, but we're constantly watching him. And then the Republican Party is just kind of like doing all this stuff that we're not paying attention to because we're paying attention to what Trump says. Anytime they want to do something that could be really controversial, I'm talking about just the government, Donald Trump, all he has to do is go on and insult somebody on TV, insult a reporter or something, and then that's all anybody talks about.
How stupid are our leaders? How stupid are these politicians to allow this to happen?
Makes every headline. And then we don't even know what's going on behind the dancing monkey guy. We don't see what's happening. You do, Luane. Like you just said, he got rid of that, what was it? It wasn't a law.
It is a pandemic team.
Yeah, he just got rid of the whole pandemic team.
Oh, weird.
And it was
Wow.
The guy that heads the pandemic team said, Michael Bolton and Donald Trump have blood on their hands when the pandemic hits and there is no team.
Saying it was planned.
What's planned? The pandemic?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was planned. I mean, it's just, I think what that proves, the fact that everybody was like, oh, a pandemic's going to hit. I think that probably proves the fact that they knew that there were viruses in laboratories. And the thing that pisses me off is that everybody says it's from China. Maybe it started in China, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it slipped out of a lab in China.
Right.
Because what happens is, if you notice, before this, Trump was attacking China and attacking them with tariffs and stuff like that. And the historian in me will tell you that in the Spanish flu in 1918 did not originate in Spain.
Right.
It originated here.
It originated in Kansas.
What?
And the reason is because we're in the middle of World War I. And what's going on in World War I, like the UK and the US needed to like get the Spaniards down. And so what do? You call it the Spanish flu, so everybody hates the Spaniards.
That's
and
why.
So it literally started, though, in Kansas.
Do you know what the Spanish called the flu? The Spanish called it the French flu.
Okay, so there you go.
So I thought it might have originated in France. I didn't know. Kansas.
No.
Crazy.
It's a way to attack people. And so it's very odd that this flu, Trump was really quick to say, oh, the Chinese virus and all this stuff. And, it's a way to attack a country.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
way that people
I know.
hate. And our options now are Dementia Joe or Donald Trump. And so we're fucked either way,
I know.
in my opinion.
I know.
I don't understand how there could be like
Dementia
these two. Like, I don't get it.
Okay, here's the thing about Bernie Sanders, though. The only reason I didn't want to vote for Bernie, because I definitely like Bernie. Good night, guys. What's wrong, Kaveh?
I'm just really tired.
Okay.
Good night, sweetheart.
Good night. I love you, sweetie. Hi. Yeah, the only reason I didn't want to vote for Bernie, I mean, I wouldn't want Bernie to take office is because he would be just as divisive as Donald Trump. Like, I really wish our nation could come together a little bit more. I wish there was someone who could appeal to both sides. I don't know. Bernie just seemed, I don't like to see a president that's so divisive. I don't want to see us go into a civil war at the time that we're being attacked. We could be attacked from outsiders. We need to stand strong.
Civil war right now, to be honest.
Huh?
Our country's been heading toward a civil war for a very long time.
And that's why I just imagined if Bernie became president, it would happen.
Trump has done a better job in preventing something like that from happening?
No, Trump has done exactly what I'm talking about. So I think that if Bernie took office, I think that Trump supporters would come out of the woodworks everywhere with the NRA and all their guns. And I think we would legit go into a world war, or not a world war, but another civil war II.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't want that. I would rather see a leader that can appeal to both sides. Personally, I would rather see that. It doesn't exist. Doesn't exist right now, but I have hope for it.
No, it will never exist. It will never exist.
Well, here's the thing. After Donald Trump probably wins this next election, I just assume he will.
Yeah, he will.
And then after that, he's done. He's through. He cannot serve again. And then hopefully someone will come up who can do a better job.
We survive another 4 years.
We won't.
What do you think is going to happen?
If he does get reelected, I think that it is going to be very hard to get him out of office.
You mean he won't leave after the 4 years?
We're already in a position where it is heading toward a communist country and a dictatorship.
Yeah, true. I feel that too.
Because he is hiding things from us.
Yeah.
He is hiding, even with this, with the coronavirus, like he's already hiding, facts from us. He's silencing scientists. He's contradicting scientists. He's saying things that are in his own.
I mean, in my mind, I didn't link the two, but it totally makes sense.
He's already doing it. We already live in a communist country. We already live under a dictatorship. He has used executive order. He's abused executive orders. Yeah. And as if there's not two other branches of government that have a say.
But Obama did that too. I love Obama, but he did that a little bit too.
He did not do that as much.
Yeah.
And executive orders are supposed to be made or used when it's absolutely necessary, when there's a time crunch or whatever. This man uses them like it's like toilet paper that I don't have right now because he took it all.
Okay, I had this theory. What if the toilet paper companies are buying up their own toilet paper supply so that they can stop producing it and so they can sell it for a lot?
What if Trump has stock in toilet paper?
Right. No, I'm serious. Who is freaking buying all the toilet paper?
Supposedly, what I read is that it's actually going to all of the hospitals. And so the hospitals are taking a lot of it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just being reallocated. Usually I think it's an 80-20 divide. It's either 80% to the consumer and 20% to industries or vice versa. And right now it's flipped.
Yeah.
So, and we're all at home more too.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it said. It said that 80% is actually going to the consumer right now and 20% is going to industry. And so that's causing the toilet paper shortage because everybody's at home using their own toilet instead of using the toilet at work. So it's going in a bunch of different places instead of just a lot going to.
Yeah, because a lot of stores, even the PCC had told me they stopped stocking toilet paper. They don't want to deal with it anymore. They don't want, it's dangerous. It's like a hazard to have toilet paper on your shelves.
Yeah, because everybody's going to be looking for it and coming to your.
Yeah. And not just grabbing a roll.
Yeah.
They're attacking people.
Yeah.
It's
social
so
distancing rules are being broken, I imagine.
Oh, for sure.
When you're fighting your neighbor.
Oh my gosh. And now I have allergies. So I'm sneezing a lot, especially the PCC near Green I look like a walking coronavirus. I just like I have snot dripping out of my nose. Like my eyes are all puffy and like swollen. And people are like, step away from the customers. Stay back, lady. Do not approach. Like they were so serious. And I'm just like, why? I'm pretty.
My husband went to QFC
they're like,
today.
stay back. Huh?
My husband went to QFC today and he saw a lady collapse.
What? Why?
She collapsed.
Why?
She couldn't breathe.
What?
I don't know. George is like, I wonder if she had COVID. And I was like,
Oh,
probably.
shoot.
Either that or she got a panic attack. And then there was like a circle of people around her.
That didn't want to touch her.
And nobody was touching
Nobody
her.
gonna touch her.
The ambulance.
There was like a homeless man we passed the other day when we were driving back from the store, and I don't know if he was homeless actually. That was a judgment call. He was just sitting on the side of the road with a bunch of like law enforcement around him and like a white sack over his head.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's like inhumane, right? Like I don't know, this man is sitting there on the
He
sidewalk.
probably put the sack over his own head.
I don't think so. It looked like one of those
Probably
beekeepers.
And he thought he needed to wear a sack to protect himself, and he's running around walking into people.
It was so weird because we were stopped at a stoplight and these law enforcement men were just standing around him, like chatting, looking at their phones. They weren't touching him or they're just standing there. Like, they didn't, I don't know, this guy didn't move. He just sat there the whole time with a sack on his head.
Oh my gosh.
It just made me feel like Gina, not like New York.
Like New York, where everything's proper.
And tidy. Everybody says New York is dirty. I cannot believe you're the only one who's like, New York is like a dream world and Seattle's nasty.
Chicago is super clean and super like put together.
Okay, if you
And
live in your
Seattle, it's
suburb,
like,
not in the downtown.
It's like zombie. It's like the Night of the Living Dead. It's like you go downtown by the museum and you see a guy like rummaging through the garbage and like eating it.
Wait,
like, all
you
drugged
never
up so he
saw
looks
that
dead.
in Chicago?
What?
You never saw
What?
that in Chicago?
Not even in the South Side where I live.
Stop.
No, never.
Stop it.
Okay.
There's so much crime in Chicago. There's way more crime in Chicago than in
You know
Seattle.
what? Southside Chicago did not scare me half as much as walking through Pike Place Market. Like, what?
What?
I said, that says a lot.
Oh. Zoom is so funny. You make one little nod and the camera just goes on to you. You're like, what did you just nod?
You know you can change that, right? Like I have
What?
all of our faces on.
What? Where? How?
It's on view.
Oh. Okay.
And then I should say like
I only have 3 options. Oh, gallery view. Oh, hi there, everybody. Woo, I got it.
Gallery view.
Yeah, it's like at the top. It's like a whole new world.
Yeah.
I had the weirdest dream last night,
Oh,
you guys.
okay.
But
Like, I mean, this is like coronavirus central, right?
Yeah.
I'm over here dreaming of a boob lift. I got a boob lift and a reduction to make this tit match that tit, because
Yeah.
I have a bigger tit. And like I like literally dreamt of them moving my nipples and, and like and having Frankenstein boobs.
3D to 5D, baby.
Wait, you dreamt they gave you Frankenstein boobs?
I just watch. I think I'm just attributing it to watching too much of that show Botched. But that was my damn dream last night. It was so stupid. I was like, what's wrong with me? Why am I dreaming about this?
Why am I not saving the world?
Yeah, like dumb.
Okay, but Gina's for real gonna get a boob job, and
not fair.
I have been thinking about it too.
I've been dreaming about it.
I know, so we're all on the same page with this. Gina, okay, listen.
Yeah.
I've been thinking more about the fat transfer because I have a friend from New York who said that fat transfer is the best way to do it. Like, why do I look like my face is so red? Is anybody seeing this?
Like, I just think that this, like, look, if I get closer, I feel like it's just weird. The shadow is weird in this thing.
Like, I look like I'm drunk, but I'm not. Or like I got sunburned in Seattle in my house. Didn't happen. Anyway, okay, that was a sidetrack. Anyway, so yeah, I have a friend from Instagram, and she lives in New York, and she said that the fat transfer, and she really is in the know, like she knows a lot of stuff. She said fat transfer is the only way to go right now. And then I was listening to a podcast where there was this plastic surgeon talking, and here's the cool thing about fat transfer is that he was talking about I can't talk. He was talking about fat transfer for okay, maybe I am drunk and my face is red because of that. Anyway, he was talking about fat transfer from your body to your face. A lot of women do that. And then what happens?
I'm scared of that.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit scary. Although he was acting like it was a really good idea, and like he was trying to say that he was framing it as if this is a good thing. Okay? But apparently, you know the fat places on your body, like no matter like how much weight you lose, they're the last places to lose. And anytime you gain a pound, it gains right in that area. That's where they take the fat from, okay? Then it goes into your face. And then if you lose a bunch of weight, okay, you'll start losing some of that fat. But if you start gaining any of it back, it will gain just in those pockets of fat.
Oh my gosh, that's a
fat
terrible
that they
idea.
put in your face. And so he said, like, you know how you see those women with like pockets of fat in their face? And I was like, no. I don't actually recall ever seeing women with pockets of fat in their face. But apparently that's a plastic surgery thing. And that's what it can do. And so whenever you gain weight, you'll start gaining in your face as well as your thighs or your hips or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Is that creepy? Okay, but then take it down to your breasts. Yes, I would like the first place that I gain weight to be in my breasts. For sure. If you have a fat transfer.
It gets absorbed.
No.
It does.
No, he said it works really well. I think sometimes it does. He said this is permanent. This lasts forever. So this guy in Boca Raton, Florida.
All the research I've done. I'm serious. I know real self like no other. I've read like every review. I've looked at top plastic surgeons. I'm telling you, it can only increase you 1 cup size. It can't do anything about lifting.
That's because you're so freaking thin. If you would gain a little bit of weight, you could go up 2.
Believe me, I've gained 20 pounds since we did our photo shoot together.
Stop it. You gained 20 pounds?
15 at least. Yeah, I have to lose it. I'm doing intermittent fasting.
Oh, yeah, me too. That helps a lot. I think intermittent fasting is the most, because then you can eat whatever you want, but then you just fast.
Today was my first day doing it.
How's it going?
Fasting, but I've been exercising a lot.
Okay, good. Yeah. Exercising and intermittent fasting are my favorite things to do because I have lost weight. In fact, eating pasta and wine every night, I lose like a pound a day. I don't know what's going on.
Day?
Pretty much. Well, like in the past week, I've lost 10 pounds.
A pound a day.
It's like I'm not kidding you. I eat gluten-free jovial pasta. They need to sponsor me. Okay, listen. Every time.
In the back of my pantry right now. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes. Okay.
That my family would kill me.
Sorry, what?
It's like murder me.
Why?
I'm not eating that shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's so good. It depends on the sauces. So I basically do like either I do a vegetarian sauce with I also use the jovial tomatoes, but I put sugar in it so it tastes good, and salt and season it, because it's kind of bland. But you can get like San Marzano tomatoes that are so flavorful you don't even need sugar. I have some of those in the can. But anyway, you put you basically do like garlic and onions and vegetables like sweet corn or peas or something. And then you cook that up, and then when it's caramelized, you add the meat and the sauce. And then you put it over the jovial pasta noodles, and you have to salt the water for the noodles because they have no flavor at all. Okay. So you have to season the water that you boil them in, or else they're pretty gross.
What are they made out of?
I don't know, rice or corn. They're just so digestible, but I swear to God, I eat this pasta and I eat a salad afterward and I drink my wine or two, And then
all that stuff pasta. I'm Italian. They'd murder you.
okay, but listen, I wake up in the morning and I've lost another half a pound to a pound. Every time I do
you're
this.
sniffing the inulin.
I'm not. I haven't used inulin in a long time.
You don't use inulin anymore?
I haven't used it.
I
I
think
keep
you're
forgetting.
losing weight because inulin actually bloated you up and made you retain more.
Hi, Ingrid. We love you. No, I didn't get it because Amir stole it all. That's what happened.
Keep my hands on myself.
Did you see Kim Kardashian in her bathroom trying to do like a tutorial of her makeup and her kids kept coming in and she was so frustrated because she can't hire a nanny to get them out? And she's like, I'm just in the guest bathroom trying to get away from my kids. And her kid North was like, Mother's so mean.
I'm hiding in the guest room, you guys. I'm hiding in the guest room because my kids will not leave me alone.
Hey, that's mean.
And like, this is our new reality. Like, we are all really in this together. There's no hierarchy of like that's what I was saying. To see an
wealth can't buy you your life.
not anymore. It
Wealth
could.
can't buy you, yeah.
It used to. Like, that's why people with money would have it.
Privileged if you have wealth because you can get testing, you can pay
Yeah.
for doctors. But at the end of the day, it's not like it will buy you like your life if you're affected very badly from the virus.
That's true.
But it doesn't get you any more help than the
Yeah. I think that's what was so cool about seeing Shea Marie with those roots. It's like, even if you look like you're a millionaire, you look like you're on top of the world, to see that even she doesn't have anybody to just touch up her roots made me like her so much more. Did I say root? What am I saying? I have an accent, Gina.
When she wants one, Gina.
I have an accent. When I want one, it'll come out more with the wine. In this huge glass. Dang. Let's get blackout, guys. With your tea. Wait, Luane, I haven't seen you drinking any wine for a long time.
Because I can't hide under a table tonight.
I see a table.
Spilled wine on her table. Like, I
Oh, yeah, you did.
got that on camera.
Yep.
Luane under the table.
I know, but I don't think I had video footage of you actually under the table, which I regret.
I know. Because I think the camera, like, went off or something, right?
Yeah, it did that. It's still...
All these days are a blur. It's just like every day, like, all blurs together. It's like time doesn't exist. No, it's for real.
I know.
It's
Time
like
doesn't
the day can be as
exist.
long as
Manicures
delicious.
don't exist. Hairstylists don't exist. Facials don't exist. Where'd you go, Gina? I need to screenshot this. What? No, Gina, don't move. Don't move, Gina. Gina, where did you go? Gina, I'm worried about you now. Gina has the corona.
I lost you guys.
Where'd she go?
She's putting it on that thing.
Oh, Gina. Oh, she's entering the waiting room. I have to let her back in. She's in the waiting room.
Poor Gina's been
Gina. Hi.
I'm looking at the photo.
Oh, you're in your... She's on her
that's so
phone.
funny.
She's not on her computer.
So does all of this have you thinking about, like, where do you want to, like, live one day and, like...
Near a really good plastic surgeon? Yeah. Is that what you guys are thinking?
I want to live in Calabria because that's where my relatives are from.
Yeah, but do you know them?
No. But I'd love...
I don't think that's why you want to live there then. Like, they're strangers.
Have you been to Calabria?
No.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, this table is killing me. It's so noisy. You guys, do you want some of my cake?
Yes.
Yes.
Me too.
Yummy.
I was like, why is there not that technology that you could just reach out a spoon?
Forget on that.
That's annoying. We have technology to come up with viruses that kill thousands of people.
You know what's weird? Maybe this is going to lead to like an interconnected web consciousness. That would be weird. Where people no longer feel like the need to like live, but they can plug into like.
Gina, sometimes you really freak me out. I'm not completely sure how I feel about that. I will for sure have nightmares about my breasts being lopsided. Well, I'm not going to dream about anything important. I'm not really like that happy about like artificial intelligence, like marrying them and stuff.
Like what?
Both of you are like,
Marrying a robot?
yeah, I'm not into it. I think guys are super into it because they don't like our personalities, but like
They're into marrying robots?
yeah, because like
Just someone to feel like a girl.
no, like why do you think they came out with like sex robots and stuff? Because guys don't actually like our personalities. They just want a hole that doesn't talk back and doesn't cause problems.
Yes. Ew, how would the robot clean herself?
I guess the guy would have to do it. You think a guy's ever going to care? They're so dirty. Like, a girl would clean her robot. I can assure you, after every use, a girl would clean her robot.
Did you see that spoof about that comedian where she's pretending she's a news anchor and she's...
Did you think I was frozen? I'm listening.
Interviewing, like, as a spoof, like, a guy that designs, like, sex robots.
Wait, was that a spoof? Whitney Cummings?
Yeah.
Because that's where I got this whole thing from. This is how I know everything that I know about this.
And she's like, wait, you have male robots?
Wait, this is a spoof? It's not a spoof. That was a real guy. That's like a real, like, thing.
I know it is, but the way she does it.
No, she's a comedian. She makes it funny. Yeah. But it's like a real thing.
That's what was funny. She's like, so
Luane, they don't want their breasts. They actually have to pay extra for asymmetrical breasts.
There you go, because that just doesn't exist in real life. Everybody's got a bigger boob.
Yeah, so you have to pay extra to get a girl with one bigger boob because that is what guys will pay extra for.
Because it's realistic.
They will pay extra for one nipple up here and one nipple down here because that's what they're looking for, apparently. Watch Whitney Cummings and you'll know everything you never wanted to know about the male psychology.
That's horrible.
Yeah. I like Whitney. She's really funny. I think he's really
let's
funny.
talk about what comedian we don't like.
I really have a good one that I really don't like, okay? Who? What is the guy from Full House, the Tanner guy, the dark-haired, like the main guy?
Dan.
Yes.
Dan. Oh,
Bob. Okay, just the name. But then also his personality and his comedy. He is like, I think he's disgusting.
He's a really dirty comedian.
Yeah.
He is?
He disgusts me. And I think it's worse because he came from Full House. And as an actor, that is so hypocritical because we're not supposed to judge people based on the characters they play on TV. But yeah, we do. We all do it.
So what is he like in real life?
He played such a wholesome character. And then in real life, he's just like a skis. He's so gross.
He is?
I listened to him on a podcast and I was so excited. I'm like, oh, Bob Scaggot. I didn't know he's a comedian. I thought he was an actor. And then he was just like nasty, perverted. Oh, yeah. I couldn't listen to the whole thing.
He's like that, like he did that before he was on Full House.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody knew because he wasn't really famous then.
I did.
Oh, okay. Is he from Miami? Or you just like, really?
What?
I don't know. How did you know?
Fun fact? I don't know.
Fun fact, Bob Scaggot is a skis.
When I found out, I think I was like in college or something, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm from Full House, and like,
yeah.
You know, but yeah. So,
like he would date rape you. For sure.
Oh, that's Bill Cosby.
No, that's also Bob. Okay, that's one that I don't like. What about you guys?
Yeah, I don't know.
Gina, you asked the question.
I know, but I don't know.
I had a prepared answer to your question. Okay, moving on.
I mean, I know the face, the redhead with the big nose.
Donald Trump? Wait, he's Donald Trump. He's the red face. Who's the redhead with the big nose?
The girl with the red hair and the big nose. She's obnoxious. She's really pale.
Oh,
Kimmy Schmidt?
Oh my God. What is her name?
Kimmy Schmidt?
No, I like Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh, okay. I know that's not her real name, but she does have red hair.
What is her name? She like got banned. Like she's like
She got banned?
on the outs because she simulated like killing Trump or something, right, Gina?
Oh.
Kathy Griffin? Kathy Griffin?
Oh, that's her.
Yes. Is that
who?
Yeah.
You were talking about?
Yeah. She's like, she doesn't even exist like anymore because of that.
Yeah, that was low. Like, people can hate.
Well, I mean,
I don't
I
think
didn't
you should ever
understand
talk about killing somebody, especially. Oh. I thought for a second my shirt was inside out, but it's not. We're cool. Keep going.
I'm like worried about this Wuhan 2.0. I haven't read anything. I looked on the internet. There's nothing about Wuhan 2.0.
I know.
Shannon, see what you did to your friend now? Like, oh my God, this is it. This is what I'm going to hear from Gina on text. Oh my God, 2.0 is coming. Are you scared? Just like.
Are you ready? You sounded just like Gina. You're so good at impersonations.
Me?
Yes. Gina, didn't that sound like you?
No, just like 4 months ago, Gina texts me and she's like, oh my God, I totally saw this guy driving an RV with a mask on his face. And I was like, what? That's what he did. A bank? Like, no. Like,
Is he robbing a bank?
You think this coronavirus is for real? I'm like, I don't know, Gina. I'm living my life. Like, oh my God.
This was like before it even came here, supposedly. But that guy probably knew what was up. He was like packing his RV and getting his shit out of here.
You know what?
Yeah.
Do you understand that we live literally in the land of preppers?
Okay, prepping scares me more than the virus. The preppers is scaring me more than the actual virus.
What we need to do is go raid a prepper's house and like survive off their.
But the preppers are the ones with guns. You don't want to raid their house.
Preppers scare the ish out of me because, like, first of all, like even in our condos, we had this meeting, this Zoom meeting, and they were like, "Are you prepared for a disaster? You need 3 days worth of water at least, and make sure you have enough for yourself and enough for the people next to you who may not have prepared." And I'm like, "What are we preparing for? Can somebody please tell me what are we preparing for?" Because the whole like unknown, preparing for the unknown, like scares me so much. I get the virus, cool. We're gonna die, cool. Some of us die, some of us don't. The rest of us, whoever lives, we're here together, okay? I get that. I'm okay with it. The unknown, where we have to have 3 days worth of water at least in our car full of gas, ready to zoom out of here because like the apocalypse is coming. Could someone just tell me what?
That's something my dad said. He's like, make sure you always have gas just in case in both cars.
But the way they were talking was so like normal. They were just talking about it so normally. Like, well, you all know that you need to have. Oh, make sure when the water turns off and we don't have any water, you're not going to want salty foods anymore. You're going to need to have
earthquakes.
I don't know. They're like, we're so lucky that we still have running water in our apartments. I'm like, okay, like, what are we talking about here? If an earthquake comes, we're dead. Our apartment's going to fall on top of each other. We're going to all be dead. We're not going to care there's no water in our apartment.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's 11:30. I have to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I want to chat, but Bronwyn wakes up at like 6:30. Let's Zoom again next week, guys.
Okay, let's do it sometime okay, I want to do the dance moves during the day when our stomachs are looking our thinnest. Not like after we've had a huge dinner and cake and stuff.
It makes no difference to me. Yeah, that's fine. My stomach is fat all the time.
Shut up. When you wake up in the morning, isn't there a difference between your stomach when you first wake up and
I
like?
used to be when I was thinner. Now I'm just fat all day.
You're not fat.
I know.
You actually look thin right now too. Like you've lost weight. Like really.
I love your outfit too. I love the fur. It's so fun.
I work for you.
Oh, I
It's
love
really
it. I
cute.
love that you wore that. It's so cute.
The best.
I love it.
I miss you guys.
I miss you too.
Have fun.
Okay, I'm mad at you, but bye.
Bye. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.